Why do men sometimes just stare at us instead of approaching women?
That men just stare instead of approaching because they're nervous. It's really nerve-wracking for a guy to walk up and come talk to a woman like yourself. Men have gotten worse at this as time has gone on. A lot more men used to approach in the past. A lot less men are doing that right now. In fact, over 50% of men, if you ask them that are single, have not approached a woman in the last year. You're single, and it's been a whole year since you've walked up to a woman and approached her. I think that's crazy, and you've said in your own life you would like more men to approach you, right?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm always gonna, say yes every time, but I honestly admire the men who do approach me.
Yeah.
Because it happens so little. And even if I say no to a date or something, sometimes I walk away and I'm like, why didn't I just say yes? Because I think about the confidence it took to ask me on a date.
Look, guys are getting out there and they have their ego. They worry about a lot of things. If you walk up and have a good interaction, even if that person is not interested in you, she will feel better after having talked to you. That a lot of guys are so worried about bothering others or embarrassing themselves or, getting rejected that they don't see all of the positives that can occur.
It is not just about being nervous. Men literally don't care about women anymore. If you are not 6 feet tall, have a six-pack, earning 6 figures, rich, living in billionaires row with a very good credit score, and goes on expensive vacations, then it is illegal and dangerous to approach a woman, especially a stranger. If these women are thinking this way, maybe it is time for them to approach men, or are they scared of rejection? If you are interested in a man, you should probably ask him out. Why is that so surprising? The consequences of doing the approach besides just being rejected just keep getting worse over time. She says, it doesn't mean that I am always going to say yes every time. This gives men more validation not to even try approaching women because they don't want to be accused of what they didn't do or even called creeps. Why would men even waste their courage to get a no in return? Fellas, use that confidence to approach a potential investor instead of hovering around these women. If approaching someone from the opposite sex is easy, why don't women do it? He said, she will feel better after having talked to you. So she gets an ego boost and feels better, and then the man get to feel the rejection. Most men would rather not feed her ego and get left out with a no than to even talk to her. You can sit there and be lonely for the much part of your life, and that's okay to me. Men, approaching women in this big 2026 is a red flag. It is not worth the drama that comes with it. Men are basically going their own way now because it's more profitable and peaceful to be alone than to invite troubles. Real men attract, they don't chase. Men no longer need women. They just want to live in peace.
I am convinced that these men just don't like women. They just don't like us. Not saying that they like men, but they just don't like us. Every time we point out, where a man is lacking, right? So it's like, oh, we want men to be more romantic and give us flowers. Their comeback will be like, why am I getting a girl flowers? They're going to die anyway. Okay, you don't like us. I saw a meme yesterday, and it was a man when you're having a bad day, and she sends you a selfie, and your day gets worse. Huh? Y'all really hate us. We say oh, I love a man that opens the door for me. Why would I open a woman's door? She got 2 hands. She could open her own door. You hate us. Oh, we love the girlfriend proposals, and we love the decorated hotel room. Why would I be decorating? Yo, just say you don't like us. Just say you don't like us. That's it. And we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Y'all can stop pretending that y'all actually like us. We get it. Y'all don't like us. It's cool. We're going to find somebody that does like us. And then we find the people that like us. Y'all be mad. It's no winning. It's no winning.
There is no problem being a gentleman. However, there are women who are ungrateful and entitled. Men don't hate women either. The problem is that the majority of women are not appreciative of good men when they find one, and this is because of feminism and the dreaded Me Too movement that has convinced women never to settle for good men. The lack of reciprocation men get from women these days are practically zero. They will demand a lot, but offers little. When a woman is worth it, men like them. When men see that these women are not deserving of good treatment, they dub them completely. The attitude that comes with women are outrageous. It pushes men away, and you guys will be wondering why men stop dating, not knowing that it is your attitude that made men to stop. Men tried that, but got called lame, boring, and basic. No man has an issue buying flowers, and most still do to this day, but women just don't appreciate it at all. Women chose the bear over men and still have the audacity to say that men don't like them. When logic prevails, this is what they respond: men don't like us. Talking about all men from the perspective of the men you choose to be around is wild. Relationships doesn't benefit men at all. It only benefits women. Men are tired of the one-way street. Men were told not to approach women, and men are respecting your wishes. What's the problem? It sounds like you need to address the women, and moreover, women don't even like women. It is not that men don't like women. They just don't like modern women. I don't think today's women have really seen what they have become. Men don't want to be used as women's ATM machines anymore. Men don't want to be abused anymore. Women give men problems, headaches, and dramas. Men love peace and not chaos or the emotional roller coasters you folks bring in with. Peace has always been better over a nagging relationship, and men also have so much to lose.
This video isn't going to have a punchline. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Because I am basically just making it to stop crying. Because usually when I start trying to make a video, I stop crying. And I've been crying all day because I got sat on a plane next to a couple, and the whole time the guy had his hand on like his girlfriend's leg, you know, and it was just kind of like that the whole time. And I can't, like, I've been single my whole life. I'm 25, and I've never gotten to experience that. I've never gotten like close to that. And it's just too much. Like, it's too much. I can't do it anymore. There are some people out there who they're not interested in a relationship and they want to be by themselves. But like, that's not me, and that's never been me. I have always wanted to be in a relationship, even though I've never been in one. And even though I'm comfortable by myself and I can do things alone, but like at a certain point, it gets like really sad doing things alone. Like, I've traveled alone to so many places because like, if I don't go by myself, I'm not gonna go. If I don't do things by myself, it's not gonna happen. But at the same time, like, it's so much fun to be able to like share that with someone else. And like, everyone I know is in a relationship right now, and like the majority of them have been in relationships for like a long time. Like, this is established, and I just like, I feel like I've always been alone, and I don't want to be, and I don't understand why this is happening to me. And I don't know, I like can't take it anymore. And clearly this didn't work because I'm still crying, and I just wasted like 2 minutes of your time, and I'm sorry. And I hope you're having a better weekend than I am. So
maybe this is too niche, maybe it's not. I don't think it is. But it's a beautiful day outside today. It's literally 70 degrees. It should not be 70 degrees in February where I live, but that's another video. But it's beautiful outside today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to sit before my next class. It's going to be good. I get outside and I look around and I realize I am quite literally the only person sitting by myself. It just made me so sad to the point where I got up and I literally went inside, and I felt like I couldn't enjoy the stunning day that it was today because I was like, I'm so fucking sick of doing stuff by myself. And I don't really feel lonely except in instances like this. And I think this is why my anxiety and my depression actually like is worse during the summer, because I find that during the summer, for whatever reason, I'm always like by myself. I have friends. Don't get me wrong, my friends are incredible. I love my friends. They're like my sisters, but they have lives. And I feel like I don't. Anytime you see me out, 90% of the time, I am by myself. I go to the store by myself. I walk to class by myself. I sit by myself. Like, I'm always alone. And it never bothers me really until it slaps me in the face that like, oh shit, everyone else is with somebody. Be it platonically, romantically, whatever. And I'm by myself. Like, sitting outside today, like, that was like a perfect encapsulation of like my entire life. Like, everyone was sitting with someone and I was literally the only person sitting alone. And in that moment, it just made me so fucking depressed. Like, it made me so sad. And I've had the same friend since high school, and obviously we were in high school, like, we saw each other every day, and I texted my friends, and I was like, you guys, I miss seeing you guys every day so bad. And every time a beautiful day comes around, I'm like, I wish I had someone to, like, go on a walk with. I wish I had, like, friends that I saw more often. I wish I had a boyfriend so fucking bad, you guys. I don't know, but it made me really upset, and I literally got up and I went inside because I was like, this is so fucking embarrassing.
The wall remains undefeated. You have to change that. Approach the man first. By the way, you made your choice, and there is no take-backs. Check your friend zone. He might be there all this time. Men have been told you don't need or want them, so you got what you want. What these women failed to understand when they were saying that they don't need no man was that success doesn't mean anything if you don't have someone to share it with. The guy that you friend-zoned so that Chad could clap those cheeks is now married, successful, happy, and you are still planning hot girl summers. Men have gotten comfortable being on their own. They have come to learn that it is peaceful and that they don't have to tolerate all the drama and troubles that women bring to the table. You can always buy flowers for yourself and write your name in the sand. Women are a risk that men can't afford. Men get destroyed to enhance women's life. This type of lonely women were exceptionally rare in the past. Now, it is becoming more common because most women lack common sense and has refused to lower their standards. Men are afraid to approach women because a lot of women are hateful and spoiled. The average man doesn't want a woman who is way too emotional. It is like walking on needles. The grass is always greener on the other side until you get there. You made your bed and you have to lie on it. You all will be okay because you are all strong and independent women. Ladies, enjoy the world you created, and it is time for you all to buy some cats.
There's talk about how men are not obsessed with women anymore, right? And I think that could be said for both genders, men and women. But let me further explain. I think that the men and women who got any sense about themselves, any common sense, they understand by this point at their big old age that it just takes more, right? Like for women, yes, you want a man to have money. But women who have common sense understand that it takes more than him just having money, right? The ignorant women, they really just caught up in the money. But the women with substance understand, yes, I want you to have money. You cannot be broke, right? But that cannot be the end all. Your character is very important to this situation. Your money cannot override you having good character, you being a good person, you being a good partner. And the same for men, but it's just in reverse because women's looks is they money, right? So with men, they see pretty women all the time. So at this point, it's like, okay, you pretty. What else? Right? Because if that's all you got to offer me, I don't want it, right? I didn't had enough pretty girls. I see pretty girls all the time. What do you have of substance? What else do you offer besides your looks? Right? Again, both men and women who got any sense about themselves realize, no, as a man, I don't want no woman that I'm not attracted to. I don't want no ugly woman. But I also need you to understand that I need you to have more than just your looks. And for women, it's like, no, I don't want a broke man. I want a man that has money, but your money can't be the only thing that you have to offer. And that's just what it is. And both who got sense are in the same position, which is, if I can't get that, I'm perfectly fine riding this ride alone, right? It is what it is. If I can't get what I want, I just don't want nothing. But then you got you weirdos out here who so obsessed with looks and so obsessed with money that y'all will overlook anything, right, to get that. But again, the ones with the sense, they understand.
Since the radicalized feminism came into existence, women have lost all their values. There's really no real substance in the dating culture anymore, but only style, and it would take some drastic cultural shift for it to ever change. The internet has taught men that they can either be 6 feet with over $100,000 in their account before they can approach a woman. No one should be obsessed with what anyone have, and that's not healthy, and it is why most of these women are stuck being single because they want a rich man. Men just want reciprocation. The unspoken thing about looks is almost anyone can buy a new face and body now. So being attractive has lost a lot of social currency because anyone can be a kind of attractive with some work done. These women expect too much from men without realizing that everyone has flaws. Once a man starts getting money, that becomes his only obsession because any other thing will be secondary to him. When men ask women, "What do you bring to the table?" they get labeled as sassy, so what can men do? Women called men toxic, sassy, broke, crazy, etc., and chose the bear. I don't ever think that there is something to be obsessed about women anymore. Money comes and go, but good character stays on. That's what these women forget to believe in. We live in a society now where we have freedoms to get our own and do it alone and not answering to anyone. Men are just tired of the rejection and disrespect they do get from these entitled women that basically brings nothing to the table. Fellas, if you don't make six figures, just move on from these women because the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Gentlemen, they're starting to panic.
Where is my man at? Where is my man at? I hate to make my entire life about relationships, but where is my man at? I know I have a man. Where is he at?
You know, I actually feel sorry for this young lady. I really do. Because as I said at the beginning, for more and more of them, full-blown panic has set in. More and more they're asking, where is my man? Because they've realized that men no longer want them, don't need them, and have been and are walking away from them in droves. Women have finally realized that men don't want to date them, marry them, or approach them. Hell, men don't even want to talk to them or be around them. And to this young lady and all the others out there just like her, I'm going to give you the answer, though it's not the one you're going to want to hear. The answer to where is your man? Well, he's off enjoying his life. He's building his castle. He's found his peace. He's realized that dating, relationships, and marriage for men nowadays are all risk and little to no reward. So he's off doing what makes him happy, instead of spending his days trying to make some woman happy. Some woman who's never going to acknowledge or appreciate his efforts, who's going to demean them as the bare minimum. Some woman who thinks she's the table and thus doesn't need to bring anything to it. Some woman who thinks she's entitled to it all while getting offended at the mere thought she should have to give anything in return. Sorry, ladies, but y'all played yourselves. You told men to go away. You told men that you were boss bitches. You told men that they were inherently toxic and evil just because they happen to be born men, and thus they should just leave you the hell alone. You told men you were strong and independent and didn't need no man, didn't want one. Well, guess what? Men heard you loud and clear, and then they respected your wishes. Men are giving you and have given you exactly what you wanted, exactly what you demanded. And now, ladies, you're reaping the benefits of what you sowed. You're now alone, broken, bitter, and sitting in your cars having complete meltdowns asking, why don't men want me? Where is my man at? Ladies, look, I get it. I know accountability is like kryptonite to y'all. And I'm sorry to say, nah, actually I'm not. But y'all got no one to blame but yourselves. You see, actions have consequences, and your actions on social media and out in the real world have shown men who you really are. And men are now choosing to walk away from it. And I hate to break it to you, but they're not going to be coming back anytime soon. Hell, for many of them, it'll be never. You made your beds, ladies. Now you're going to get to lie in them. Alone. Because all that hate, all that toxicity, all that I'm a princess and deserve to be treated like one mindset that you all have displayed for years now, many of you are continuing to display even now, has taught men one thing, that their lives are far, far better off without you than they can ever be with you. So to this young lady and all the others out there like her wondering, where's my man at? Buckle up, because you're in for a long, bumpy ride, a long, bumpy life. And guess what? You're going to be taking that ride alone. So, enjoy.
Where is my man? He has already approached, but you rejected him, or he is stuck in your almighty friend zone list. A time will come when women will run to men and ask to be a wife. You are a strong, independent woman. What do you need a man for? Someone help me choose between Philippines versus Malaysia. Marriage is like paying for sex without the sex. In this modern time, marriage is a dangerous investment for men. Some are saying, where is my man at? Others are saying men are useless, evil, and should not exist, and most are even saying both. There is a good chance that many men are finding traditional partners from other countries and abandoning domestic relationships. Colombia, Russia, Philippines, etc. These cultures still cherish old family values. Women has been exploiting a power imbalance in the active dating world since the 1960s, but men have decided that enough is enough. Women told men to go away and that they don't need them because they can do everything and anything by themselves. Men listened to them and moved on with their lives. Some men even went to overseas, and some are busy rebuilding their lives after leaving their toxic ex-wife or girlfriend, while some are working, playing video games, hanging out with the brothers, enjoying their peaceful life, traveling on vacations, and meeting new people. Nowadays, men are busy collecting moments and are protecting their peace. Men are breathing better with women, and their money is getting longer now, unlike before. Once women start taking accountability for their actions, and then the consequences might disappear. Men gave them what they have always wanted, to leave them alone, and I don't even know why these women need men again now. It is crazy, right? Men are enjoying the no drama, no sleepless nights, no overthinking, peace and serenity lifestyle. You picked the bears, remember, so men have moved on. Enjoy your cats and dogs.
You cannot tell me that there is no possible way that y'all like women. Fellas, I've been trying to be on y'all's side, and I just wanted us to all get along, but since I see that ain't gonna never happen, let's just accept the fact that you just don't like women. There's no way that y'all go on these podcasts and y'all make these videos naming countless reasons why y'all don't want to respect women, why y'all don't want to go out of y'all way for them, why y'all don't want to love on them. You can't like them. You can't. You don't want to provide a safe space for them. You don't want to provide for them. You don't want to love them. You don't want to make a honest woman out of her. You don't want to honor her and marry her. But you're still trying to convince us that you like us? How can you like something that you're creating chaos in? How are you damaging people that you so-called like and love? Y'all need to sit down somewhere and deal with y'all mess. You need to deal with that. A lot of y'all are in pain. And the reason why you in pain is probably because of your mama. I'ma just be honest. You can't take it out on her. So what's the next best thing? You're going to take it out on the women that are in your life. You're going to manipulate them. You're going to lie to them. You're going to make them earn your trust. And then when they least expect it, you're going to take that rug clean out from underneath them. And you take pleasure and joy in seeing the pain in a woman's eyes. You take pleasure and joy in seeing how you hurt her. And you need this to make yourself feel special. This is a sickness that we don't even realize that we have. Black people especially. Get somewhere, go to therapy, do the work. Why is it that you mess up everything that you encounter? Why is it that you destroy everything that you touch? Why is it that you can't have any consistency? And why is it that you can't build homes rather than building a whole bunch of broken ones and having a whole bunch of... Look, I'm done.
Why must everything be revolved around women? Men has been suffering in the hands of women for several decades now. Men has been called creeps, accused of sexual allegations, divorced by their wives, and lose everything. Men have always been the villain in this whole dating world. Men have always been at fault at all times for the problems caused by women. Women said they would rather live with a bear than to live with a man, and none of you ladies find it as an attack to men because of the comparison, but you all come to social media and compare complain about men hating women when in fact it is women that are hating men. Why can't women take accountability for their failure? Why must men take accountability of something they don't know about? It is a crazy world we live in. Women don't even like other women. They are catty with each other. The only time they get along is when they are crapping on men. Who wants to be a traditional man or an untraditional woman? Most women today want benefits without deserving them. Women don't like men unless he makes six figures, drive a nice car, and got his own place. Men don't like masculine, loud, argumentative, strong, independent, and I don't need no man type of women. This is a prime example of women just be talking to be talking. Now, women are realizing that men are going their own way and not even asking them out on dates. They have started crashing out and didn't believe that there will be a time when men will stop approaching them. Passport Brothers is a wonderful thing. Drizzle fellas.
Oh, you gotta watch this one.
So I decided to like shoot my shot, and I asked a guy, and he was so nice about it too. I appreciated how honest he was about him being in a relationship, but I don't know, he was like really attractive, and I was like, I'm gonna shoot my shot as a woman. Like, you never know until you actually go out there and like do it, right? I'm sorry, it just felt like someone was staring into my car, and that felt awkward. But so he was really nice too. I love his like response. I was like, you're really handsome. Well, at first I seen him, I told him like, you're really handsome, right? Cool. And then I like ended up getting in my car because I was so nervous. And then I'm like, I had to literally talk myself into going back to talk to him. I got in the car and I'm like, bitch. Because I didn't know, I felt like maybe if I engaged, he would like, you know, like eventually like fucking just take the bait. But I went back and I seen him and I got enough courage and I was like, oh my gosh, like, would it be really weird if like I asked for your number? And then he was like, well, I'm actually talking to someone. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so honest. Like, 'cause I feel like some guys, like, he just seemed like the guy, you know. Even his response is like, I would want to be with you because you just seem like a fucking honest ass person. And he just shook my hand and he was just so like chivalrous. He was like one of those like proud, strong black kings. And I don't know why I don't know. Like, I just feel like it hit me that like, and I don't want to say never, you know, never is stupid. But I am like 25 and like every fucking I don't know, I just feel like I'm not like cut out for like relationships. It's like probably so stupid. I don't know. What the fuck? Why can't I find my soulmate or have like this amazing partner? It just feels like it'll always be this way. And I'm just like, I don't know. The men that I do talk to, they ain't shit. You know, they only want to be with you like for sexual reasons. And it's like, I just would want to have something with somebody that is like real. And I just feel like nothing is like really real anymore. It just kind of sucks. I mean, I would do it again. I would. I think me just, you know, doing it and like facing like a fear. I don't know how guys do it. Like, it's so like scary approaching people that you don't know. But I don't know. I just guess I should be happy in general. Like, I was fine without him. I'll be fine with him. And yeah.
I guess you could say I'm traditional. I don't believe in that woman chasing a man and gonna go try to holler at a man. I feel like that's the man's job. I feel like if he wants you, then he'll come and get you. Now, I'm pretty sure there's many women who will go out there and shoot their shot. No shade. If that's how you feel, that's how you roll, do your thing. This is just my thoughts. So you may have a different opinion. To me, that's just so backwards. It's out of order. And to the man, it may feel the same way. You now, don't get me wrong. You do have some men who like the woman who knows what she wants and goes and get it. Do you have to have masculine energy in order to go approach a man? Be like, hey, what's up? I peeped you around the corner and I'm trying to holler. I mean, I don't know how it works. I know I sound silly, but to me, it's just masculine. Women proposing to men, women asking men out, and I'm like, no. Let him chase you. Let him show you that he wants you and interested in you. What are your thoughts? Where did she go wrong? I mean, she's a pretty girl and maybe she just got somebody that was out of her league. I mean, because everybody, even though people say it's wrong to not like somebody because of a certain thing, I mean, is it really? We have preferences. Women do it all the time. When men approach women and he's not what she's looking for, she'd be like, no, thank you. And she will even lie and say she got a man. Same difference. If you're going to step out there and be bold and try to holler at somebody, be prepared for some rejection. Everybody's not going to say yes. Everybody's not going to like you. And it's okay. She did what most people would do. Go cry in the car, dust yourself off, and if you feel bold enough, then hey, go try again. But me, I just couldn't see myself in this situation because I guess you could say I would be that person who would miss out. I'm not approaching no man to see what's up, to get his number. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not knocking those who do. I'm just a traditional woman. Let me know your thoughts. Where did she go wrong? Was she wrong?
Welcome to the man's world. That wasn't a rejection. That was him protecting himself from the septum nose ring. Should women approach men? Yes, of course, and now, these women can see it from men's perspective. The guy said that he is currently talking with someone, and I think that if he is single, he would have done something. He has just been honest and faithful. Men get turned down all the time, but they just don't give up or even come to social media to make videos about it. Every woman needs to feel and understand how this feels. I don't think she was emotional because she was rejected, but I think that she was reflecting on her loneliness and desire for a real relationship. This broken society made it seem like it is a man's job to chase or approach a woman, but in this current dispensation of dating, it is no longer a man's job to approach a woman. Since men have been called names especially when they try to approach women, men have now stopped because they don't want to be called creeps or accused of sexual allegations. It is now the women's turn to approach men and feel the things men usually feel when they get rejected or insulted when they approach women. It is not only a man's role to talk to a woman. Can you imagine if men acted this way after a rejection? It might be out of order, but men are done. Women only date men that are super attractive, and that's superficial, but then complain about being single mothers. This is why men don't try anymore to approach women because it doesn't feel good to be rejected. We have come to the end of today's video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. See you all on the next video. Thanks for always sticking with us.